Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Talk Business South Carolina, episode number 8. It's good to have you here, and as I said at the top of the show, we have a few good folks that we're going to be talking today, including this guy. This is Kelvin Byrd. Kelvin is the Dean of Advanced, this is a long title, I got to read this, Dean of Advanced Manufacturing and Transportation Technology at Greenville Technical College, and Greenville Tech is a good friend to the show, and those Greenville Tech folks come on quite often, including Dr. Keith Miller, who was here just a few weeks ago to share some information. Kelvin, welcome to the show, my friend.
Thank you for having me.
It's good to have you. Right before we came back on the air, you were telling me that you are a South Carolina boy from Lawrence County.
Yeah, from Lawrence County.
Yeah. And so you've been in South Carolina your whole life.
My whole life, over 50 years. I've been right here in South Carolina.
How about that? So I'm from Kentucky, but I have been in South Carolina for 21 years, and so I feel like a South Carolinian. But every now and then, I said this on the last show, every now and then a friend of mine will say, no, Rick, you have to be born here to be a South Carolinian. But 2 decades, in my opinion, make me a South Carolinian.
I have to agree with you on that.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I will share with my friends that Kelvin said, by gosh, I'm a South Carolinian now. 2 decades makes me so. Kelvin, it's good to have you here. Let's talk about what you do. And so before we get into some details about it, just kind of give me a little elevator speech about what you do over at the college.
Okay. So currently I'm one of the academic deans at the college, and I oversee the School for Advanced Manufacturing and Transportation Technology. I oversee 10 programs for the college, and most of those programs are programs that are centered around skilled trades and manufacturing. And so to kind of just give you a rundown of some of those programs, you have your aircraft maintenance program, our welding, industrial electricity, HVAC, automotive, auto body, diesel, machine tools, CNC, and our mechatronics program. And our last program is our advanced manufacturing program, where students are going to earn a 4-year degree.
Yeah. And I want to talk about that in a little detail. But the very first one that you mentioned is of interest to me, and I'll tell you why in a second. Aircraft maintenance program.
Oh, yeah.
How long have you offered the aircraft maintenance program? Good while?
Oh, yeah. That program been in existence for over 20 years now. Yeah. And Carl Washburn, who's one of our department heads who oversees that program, is doing a great job. And we have a great relationship with Lockheed Martin that is kind of in place right now. And we are basically preparing students to go work at Lockheed and have an apprenticeship program in place. So it's an excellent program.
Well, good. And I'm going to ask you a couple more questions about it. But the reason that I'm bringing it up is that my son is in this program, not at Greenville Tech, okay? My son is right now down in Tallahassee, Florida, and he is in an aircraft maintenance program down there, and he's going to be finished in another 6 or 8 months, something like that. And so once you said that, my ears perked up. And one of the reasons my ears perked up is because of Lockheed Martin. Mm-hmm. And so we all know who Lockheed is and what they do. Of course, they're the only place in the world that manufactures the F-16 Fighting Falcon jet. Oh, yeah. And so we know about Lockheed. Now, if you come through the airplane maintenance program, I doubt you're going to be working on the Falcon. But any idea of what type of planes at Lockheed or that they might actually be working on when they come out?
Well, one of the programs is, the F-16 that students will be working on eventually. Okay. Right now, we have a special program that we created for Lockheed, which is ran through our Continued Ed program, which is another great program we have at the college that prepare individuals to go into the industry very fast, give them a jump start very quickly, where they're not going through our normal, curriculum, going fall, spring, and summer semester. But those students will eventually be working on those fighter jets.
Well, I'm going to have to let my son know that.
Oh, yeah.
His name is Spencer. And Spencer, I'm talking to you in this camera right now, pal. And once you get that, I think we need to move you to Greenville to work on the F-16 fighter jet. That is pretty cool. Let's talk about career opportunities in the skilled trade. Talk to us a little bit about it. What's going on?
Well, I will tell you, and I'm speaking from experience as well, because I'm a welder by trade and a machinist by trade. And so I've been in skilled trades for, over 30 years. And I've seen it kind of just flatline. And here in the last 10 to 15 years, I've seen it just skyrocket to where there's a very high demand for skilled trades. A lot of people will tell you for every 4 people that leave skilled trades, only 1 is going in. and the jobs are so in high demand that it's very difficult, not just for Greenville Tech, but for a lot of the technical colleges across the state and across this whole entire country to prepare individuals to be prepared to go out there in the industry to meet that need, because it's a very, very high demand. The wages are excellent, great benefits, a lot of flexibilities, and as it pertains to opportunities. So a lot of students have a lot of opportunities to go to different companies and work because there's a very high demand. But skilled trades is booming again, and we have a lot of things put in place at Greenville Tech to where students can actually not only just earn a skill trade, but at the same time earn some degrees and credentials behind it at the same time.
Kelvin, do you have an idea of maybe, and I don't know if you know this or not, but what percentage of the Greenville Tech students are coming out in skill trade type of education?
Well, I don't know the exact percentage, but if I give you a number based on the programs that I oversee, we have right at about 450 students in our skilled trade programs starting this semester. Well, I'll take that back. It's 945 students in skilled trades programs at Greenville Tech currently right now. We graduate students twice a year, each, at the end of the fall, and at the end of the spring. And we probably have about 100 to 150 students graduating each semester who are actually going out there in the skilled trades. A lot of these students have jobs before they even complete the program. And so that's what's so great about this, with the opportunities that a lot of these companies are reaching out to us before these students even graduate and offering them an opportunity for an apprenticeship, a co-op, just an opportunity just to work part-time while they're in school, because they want to, grab hold to them before they go out there into the industry. And a lot of these other companies, present them an opportunity.
Right. Our listeners and our viewers are probably not the kinds of folks that would be at Greenville Tech learning these skill trades. However, their parents are. Their parents are listening and watching. Can you give us an idea of how much these young men and women could potentially make as they get out of Greenville Tech pursuing a skill trade?
Oh, that's a great question. It's a great return on their investment.
Yes.
I will tell you, we have a lot of students that after completing 1 year, and a lot of these programs I just mentioned, we have certificates set up where they can be done in 1 year, and students can earn anywhere between $50,000 to $60,000 starting off. If a student stays in and complete that 2-year associate degree, that salary can go anywhere between $60,000 to $80,000 starting off. A lot of it depends on the company that they're working for, because every company is different and wages are different. But the students have a great opportunity to get a great return on their investment based on what they're investing in for its tuition.
No doubt about that. Any idea what that aircraft maintenance program, the people come out of there, what can they make?
Okay. Well, I would say it probably ranges depending on their skill sets, because they base a lot of that on students who have some experience that they bring to the table. Right. But students are starting off around $50,000, $60,000 coming out of there as well. And the programs that we have it's a fast track program on our continued ed side, but on our academic side, it takes students 2 years to complete that 2-year associate degree. So the more credentials you have, the more certifications and degrees you have, the more money you're going to make starting out.
And I would assume that, as always, that mechatronics certificate is popular and in demand.
Yes, yes, right. It is very in high demand. Sure. Mechatronics, we currently have about 350 students in that program starting this fall. And we are graduating students out of it as fast as we can.
I'm sure you are.
Students earning that certificate, 2-year associate degree. We have companies all the way down near Charleston, the Volvo plant down in Charleston, are reaching out to us and telling us, hey, we want your students and we need them. And so we're sending students down there, and they're giving students signing bonuses now. So students are actually presented with an opportunity to have a signing bonus before they even step foot in the door. So, yeah.
That's good stuff. And the education, we're talking a 2-year, in a lot of situations here, we're talking 2-year programs at a discount price, at least in terms of comparing it to a 4-year institution.
Most definitely.
I just wish more parents understood the types of jobs that are available and the type of money that is available to these kids when they get out of school. Let's talk about a new advanced manufacturing program that you can get a bachelor's degree at Greenville Tech. Tell me about it.
Oh yeah, this is groundbreaking for us. Yes. I will tell you, when we first opened up the Center for Manufacturing Innovation, that brand new facility, which business and industry reached out to us and say, hey, we need a facility where we can kind of collaborate with you all on creating a more intimate relationship. And that's what's the main purpose and why we initiated that whole brand new facility, so that we can create different partnerships. And when we opened that facility back in 2016, the industry saw, saw all the things that we was doing in it, the great things with the curriculum, the brand new equipment, the technology, all of business and industry was coming in and visiting. And then they reached out to us and said, hey, what about a 4-year degree? Right. And we kind of said, okay, what do you mean by 4-year degree? And we wanted to kind of find out what they wanted from us. And so business and industry asked for this. They said that, we have a lot of individuals that are coming out in 4-year institutions who have engineering degrees. And they said Greenville Tech and a lot of the other technical institutions are doing a great job with preparing them with the skills they need to work on the floor. But there's a gap in between, and we need that gap filled. And we have a lot of individuals who have a 2-year associate degree and have great skills and knowledge of what's going on in the industry, but they cannot move up. And we have a lot of these opportunities for them to actually be team leaders, to be supervisors, to be managers, to be project overseers, and quality control engineers. And they wanted us to create, this degree and center it around those things. But at the same time, add and keep adding advanced technology to this whole process when we build this curriculum. So they built the curriculum for us. We listened to them. And then, lo and behold, back in 2018, the governor, Henry McMaster, came in and approved it. And we have been running that program since. Right now, a year and a half ago, we had 15 students in that program. Currently, right now, starting this fall, we have rated 80 students in that advanced manufacturing program. And this is providing students an opportunity, and it's making it affordable to them at the same time, who have earned a 2-year associate degree years ago, can come back now with a 2-year associate degree in a skilled trades area and work towards a 4-year degree. And so it's a great opportunity for students.
Yeah, and the South Carolina as a whole, and even the upstate specifically, has turned into a real up-and-coming manufacturing hub in the southeast part of the United States, right? Mm-hmm. And it's been doing that. I mean, BMW came in 1992, something like that.
Like that.
So we have been transitioning from a textile economy to an advanced manufacturing economy for quite some time now. But it does not surprise me that you all are helping fill this void, because we have thousands of manufacturing companies in South Carolina. Last I checked, I think it was around 5,500 manufacturing companies in the state. And so opportunities are great. Let's talk about apprenticeship.
Yes.
Tell me about apprenticeship programs as they apply to manufacturing and skill trade programs.
Yes. So the apprenticeship programs that we currently have in place, it gives the students an opportunity to connect and actually work with these companies before they actually even graduate. And these apprenticeship programs are very unique. Every company has their own unique way of how they want to put this apprenticeship program in place. And Greenville Tech, we do a great job with, meeting their needs, and at the same time helping them to understand the things that the students still need to complete on the academic side. And these apprenticeship programs give students an opportunity where a lot of them are actually working after they complete 1 semester or 2 semesters. I'm gonna give you one. We had a very unique apprenticeship program with Bosch Rexroth, but we had students who was actually coming to class 20 hours a week, and then they would leave Greenville Tech and they would go to work. And this was with Bosch Rexroth. But the very unique thing about it, Bosch was paying them while they were still in class too. And so that was an apprenticeship that they had in place, and they were at the same time helping support tuition costs, books, and fees along the way. BMW has had one in place for years, and they call it the BMW Scholar Program. And so more and more companies are grabbing hold of this and listening like, man, how can we, put an apprenticeship program in place? Because we want to grab hold of these students and invest in them before they graduate. And that's the whole, I think, main purpose of an apprenticeship program, investing into, your workforce before they even step foot in the plant. And that was some of the things that are going on with the apprenticeship program. So we have apprenticeship programs in a lot of our skilled trades program and manufacturing program.
And if I switch a gear just a little bit here, kids nowadays can, and I know one or two that have done this, get a degree, a 2-year degree before they even get out of high school. I know a couple that have done it through early college and dual enrollment type of opportunities. But if kids today, if they want to put their nose to the grindstone and they really want to work, you can get out of high school and be well on your way to getting a 2-year degree and well on your way to making good money. Like I have said before on this show, advanced manufacturing, this ain't your daddy's manufacturing anymore, right?
No, it's not.
No, it's not. Back then,
it's not the dirty, greasy, oily atmosphere.
Exactly. Back then they needed somebody to turn a bolt on a car, and nowadays they need someone to manage the robots that turn a bolt on a car.
Exactly.
So that's the way it is. Kelvin, do you have anything else you'd like to discuss?
Well, no, I just wanted to hit on, you mentioned about high schools. Students can earn a 2-year associate degree before they even graduate. But we also have in place dual credit early college credits in place with all of our career centers in Greenville County, where even in the skilled trades, they may not be earning a 2-year associate degree, but they can get a jump start on their classes at these career centers before they even graduate from high school as well. So we're giving them credit for a lot of these classes, and when they come to Greenville Tech, they're way ahead of the ballgame. So we have a lot of those things in place.
Kelvin, great stuff, man.
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate you being here.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for having me.
Good to see you and good to meet you, folks. That is Kelvin Byrd. He is the Dean of Advanced Manufacturing and Transportation Technology at Greenville Technical College.